probably better if you just forget what you heard.
Is there anything I can do to improve my chances?
Make it happen, or I go to Curtis with everything I know.
It's not whether I can handle Sidwell. It's whether Sidwell can handle me.
General Hospital latest update. Drew Kane's wild drug-fueled meltdown with Jacinda at the Savoy sends Port Charles into chaos. Snapped by Lulu, the scandal explodes while Nina's twisted plan to destroy Drew backfires, threatening Willow's trust, and maybe her life. Is Drew dangerous, or just framed? The fallout will be explosive. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Drew and Jacinda's scandalous display at the Savoy. General Hospital recap for reveals that Drew Kane and Jacinda made a scandalous display at the Savoy, so Lulu Spencer scored a hot story. At the Savoy, Professor Hank Dalton tried to get Anna Devane's phone number, but she turned him down before taking off. Jocelyn Jack slid in next to Professor Dalton and wondered how she could boost her chances of scoring the research assistant position. Professor Dalton appreciated Jocelyn's enthusiasm, but he acted like she'd be better off finding another summer gig since there were other more qualified candidates. Meanwhile, Cody Bell enjoyed a night out with Lulu, who filled him in on her revived journalism career and the adoption story she was working on. At General Hospital, Portia Robinson shared a phone call with Nina Reeves, who now had the ketamine and was ready to give it to Jacinda for their Drew takedown plan. After Drew came blowing in Portia's office, he warned her to convince Curtis to use Aurora to slam Sunny and gave her a week to make it happen. Back with Nina, she gave Jacinda the ketamine vial and sent her to the Port Charles Grill after finding out that's where Drew was going to be. At the Quartermaine mansion, Tracy Quartermaine dropped a hint about what Sonny Corinthos did to Jason Morgan's brother, so Gio Palmieri questioned Jason about it. Jason thought Gio should just forget what he heard, but Gio wanted the whole story. After Jason revealed that Sonny killed AJ Quartermaine, he defended his boss and friend's version of events. According to Sonny, he walked in on AJ attacking Ava Jerome and shot him to save her life. Jason insisted he believed Sonny because that's what Sonny told him. Despite Joe's respect for Tracy, he ultimately had to trust his instincts on Sonny like Jason. At the Port Charles Grill, Tracy summoned Drew for a meeting and wanted to team up against Sonny. Drew pushed for the Quartermaine name in exchange, so Tracy agreed and made a prediction about Drew using it once their plan paid off. Once Jacinda made her way inside the restaurant, she discreetly drugged Drew's drink at the bar. The waiter served that drink to Drew, who noticed how strong it was and began to feel the effects rather quickly. After Tracy left, Jacinda made her move by asking if the seat across from Drew was taken. Once Jacinda convinced Drew to go somewhere a little livelier, he took her to the Savoy. By then, Drew was all over Jacinda and acting all wild, so he made quite a scene in front of the other patrons. Lulu grabbed her phone to snap pics since she saw the potential for a hot story tomorrow. Portia arrived and stopped Curtis Ashford from throwing Drew out since he was about to destroy his own reputation. Jordan Ashford knew this would reflect badly on Drew's alliance with Jen Sidwell, so she started trying to drag Drew out of there. Nevertheless, Drew wouldn't be deterred and ultimately did body shots off Jacinda on the bar while Lulu captured the scandalous moment on her phone. Back at the Port Charles Grill, Sidwell was there with Lucy Coe when they ran into Marco Rios and Lucas Jones. Introductions were made between Marco and Lucy before the duos continued their separate evenings. Marco confided in Lucas about his family history, so Lucas was surprised to learn his sister was Blaze, aka Allison Rogers, and that Natalia Ramirez was his mom. Lucas opened up about his own family as well before joining Marco at the Savoy, where Marco met Jocelyn. The three of them were also witnesses to Drew's public spectacle since it was awfully hard to miss. Back with Anna, she joined Emma for coffee and mentioned meeting Professor Dalton at the Savoy. Anna got Emma to admit they both came from the same university and moved to Port Charles at the same time. Despite Emma claiming it was a coincidence, Anna remained suspicious over the connection. General Hospital spoilers say Anna will keep digging for updates on the whole truth, so stick with us for more news on what Emma's hiding. Today's next update: Nina's honey trap explodes, Willow believes Drew. General Hospital spoilers tease that Nina Reeves' plan to catch Drew Kane cheating on Willow Corinthos could go horribly wrong. General Hospital spoilers tease that Nina Reeves' plan to catch Drew Kane cheating on Willow Corinthos could go horribly wrong. Nina and Portia Robinson hatched a plan to get Drew fired from his relationship with Willow, using prostitute sex worker Jacinda. Never mind that even Nina doesn't think that Drew would cheat. Would Drew cheat on Willow? If Willow discovers that Drew cheated, will she believe it? General Hospital spoilers tease that Jacinda acts the part perfectly and tries to convince Willow that Congressman Drew wanted her. But what happens when perfect man Drew tells a different story and thinks he may have been drugged? If he thinks he was set up, there is only one person he knows would have done so: Nina. Drew could claim that Nina is behind the mess, and figure that she wants to ruin their relationship. It could get to the point that Willow remembers telling Nina when she was flying back from Germany and thus had insider knowledge to set a trap. Willow smells a ruse. Either way, Willow thinks that Drew walks on water, so she may believe him over any evidence she sees. Of course, Slimeball Drew declares that he loves her and wouldn't throw them away, and of course trusting Willow should believe him. What does this mean for Nina? Willow could oust Mama Nina if she thinks she planned to bust up her happiness with Drew. That if this happens, Nina's scheme would backfire and bring about her worst fear, the loss of Willow all over again. Let's be honest though, none of the actors in this play are innocent, each has been digging lots of dirt. Who will bust up Dina? Nina's plot may be just what Drew needs to turn Willow against her mom. But then again, Drew slept with Nina, so how will Willow take that when, not if, she finds out? We predict that Willow may demand to know if Nina set Drew up. How would Nina handle the confrontation? She's a great liar, so we can see her digging her heels in deeper. She just has to hope that Jacinda doesn't spill the beans. Or, Nina might decide she is sick of all the deceit and tell her daughter about her affair with Drew. That would frost everyone's shorts. Tell us, General Hospital fans, how do you see this underhanded plot playing out? Today's next update: is Drew about to kill Willow? General Hospital spoilers reveal a rude awakening for Willow when she returns home from her fruitless trip to Germany. Nina's ill-conceived plan. Nina Reeves and Portia Robinson are determined to take care of their little Drew Kane problem, but they are going about things completely the wrong way and are bound to screw things up. Hiring a prostitute to make sure Drew is caught in a compromising position is not the best idea, but here we are. They hope that Willow Corinthos will see what a louse Drew really is while also getting compromising photos of him to use as leverage. Nina will get Willow away from Drew, and Portia will have blackmail material so that Drew stops blackmailing her, but things might not go as planned because Drew is crazier than Nina thinks. Willow's return. Drew is already insane, and giving him drugs is bound to make him more so. His obsession with Willow is over the top. Nina and Portia don't even know he managed to convince Willow to sign rights to her kids over to him if something were to happen to her. With Drew crazed and determined to defend himself when Willow catches him in the act, will he throw caution to the wind and speed up his plan? It seems clear that Drew has wanted both Michael and Willow out of the way so he can get his hands on Wiley and Amelia's ELQ stock, but he had to do this very carefully. He had to lure Willow in, and since she is so incredibly dumb, it wasn't even all that hard. Willow is in another cult, just as Sasha Corbin said. It's Dawn of Drew all the way, and Drew might be just as diabolical as Shiloh, Willow's first cult leader. Perhaps he has murder on his mind and just does. Nina might find herself praying for her daughter's life rather than saving her from a life in a one-woman cult. Are things about to go that wrong in Willow's life? Drew couldn't have set it up more perfectly. Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.